Zakafet YouTube and welcome back to my channel. Guys, today is another episode of Cook With Me from start to finish. Today I'm showing you how I make my stewed chicken with some green beans. Over here we have some coconut rice and lentils. Over here we have some steamed veg. We have fried plantains, of course, and we have some Old Bay shrimp. Oh, looks so delicious. Absolutely wonderful. If you want to see how I achieve this gorgeous Thursday night dinner, then keep on watching. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and season up our chicken. So I'm using some chicken thighs. I chopped it up. It's similar to chicken back because these ones has the bone on. And the first thing that I want to do is to go in with some complete seasoning. I'm also gonna go in with some Old Bay, some black pepper. I've run out of green seasoning, so what I did, I just went ahead and just chopped up my onions, garlic, spring onions, some tomato and some thyme, and I'm just adding it into that like so. Okay, usually I have my green seasoning blended up, but I don't have any green seasoning, so I'm showing you that you can literally just chop up the seasoning as is and just put it in there like so. Now you just want to go ahead and mix this up. Use your hand, use whichever technique you like. I just want to use a spoon, and I'm just going to go ahead and mix this up like so. Sometimes I also do this as well. So this is it, guys. Nicely seasoned. And like I said to you guys, usually I have all my green seasonings, which is blended up together, and you won't see all those onions and spring onions because I would have blended it up. But these are for the guys that say to me, you know what, Terri-Ann, I don't have the green seasoning. What can I do? This is what you do, man. Chop up everything, throw it in here, and just give it. My granny is the one that teach me this technique, you know. Yeah, just shake it about in the bowl. No need to get your hands dirty too much. Anyways, guys, set this to one side to marinate for at least half an hour. And if you don't have much time, give it 5-10 minutes. Wash your hands, clean up the table, wipe up everywhere. Then come back and stew this, okay? So guys, I've got my clean pot. You guys have seen me do this many times before, but just in case you're new and you haven't, clean pot. The pot is from Lentils. I got it for $17.99. I'm going in with a little bit of oil. You don't need much oil, about a tablespoon will do nicely, all right? And then you just want to go in with a little bit of sugar. Okay, I like to go in with about a tablespoon of sugar. Nothing too much, but I need a nice brown color to get into this chicken, so I love to put sufficient sugar, you know, for the browning. If you don't want to use sugar, you can just go ahead and add some browning to the seasoned chicken and then add some oil to the pot and put it straight in. But man, I like this way. I'm St. Lucian, so that's how we like to do it. Burn the sugar to make the browning, but do it whichever way you like. Okay guys, as you can see, this is starting to caramelize just a little bit. Now, a lot of you say to me, you know what, Terri-Ann, my chicken, my sugar tends to burn as soon as I put it to the pot. That's because your pot is usually too high, okay? The heat is usually too high. So what I tell people is to put the heat on low to medium, add your oil, add your sugar, and just monitor it. It literally takes about 3 stages. First it gets to a liquid, then it gets to a bit foamy. But even when it's foamy, sometimes it's too light. Like this is too light for me. Okay, I love my stew chicken to be nice and brown. So I allow it to get a little bit, you know, just a little bit browner. See, similar to this, okay? And then this is where you just go in and add the chicken. Okay, and then what you want to do, you want to cover this up because you want it to spring out some juices. Okay, cover it up for at least 5 minutes, then come back and stir it up, but don't add no liquid or anything like that. All right, guys, so it's been about 5 minutes, and as you can see, our chicken has spring up some juices, and all you want to do is to just stir it up. Okay, now keep your heat on about medium. All right, because you want this to continue to take some color. You just want this to stew up nicely. All right, you see this color here? This is what we're aiming for. Let me show you. You see this? Yes, this is the color we are aiming for. Okay, so some of them have gotten some nice color already, so you can always just flip it over, you know, flip it over a bit. That way the color can get on both sides of the chicken. All right, so just flip it over like so. Okay, so you see I flipped it over and it's looking brilliant. All right, so all you want to do again is to just cover it up for another 5 minutes so you can get some more color. That way it's nice and brown on both sides, guys. So this is it. So you just want to stir it up, okay, and if you look closely, you'll see that this chicken is nicely coated the way that I want it to be. Okay, now as this liquid starts to dry up, it is going to, you know, intensify that stew flavor in the chicken. All right, and this is where you have the option of adding in some liquid so that this chicken can cook nice and slow. Okay, now because the chicken is also not cut up very big, you find it's not gonna take that long to cook. Okay, whereas if you were to have some big whole pieces of chicken thighs in there, possibly it would take longer to cook. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add in some ketchup. Okay, about a tablespoon of ketchup. Then you just want to stir that in. Okay, and I also have my water on standby, so about 2 cups of water to the bowl that I seasoned my chicken. Okay, so this is looking gorgeous. Okay, you don't need lots of water to cook this chicken. This is all you will need. All right, now when the chicken is cooked, I'm gonna be going in with some green beans. I will be cleaning it obviously by removing the ends. You know, I will cut it up, clean it up, slice it up nice. But I don't know if you guys know these beans. We call it green beans back in the Caribbean. I don't know what they call it where you're from, but yeah, we call it green string beans. So all I will do is just to clean the head of it here, you know, the tips, and just slice it in about 2 or 3, you know, and we add it to the chicken when it's nearly cooked. So cover the pot for now, give it about 40-45 minutes, and this chicken will be nearly cooked, ready to add the green beans. All right, so guys, it's been a total cook time so far of about 30 minutes, and as mentioned, this chicken will take about 40-45 minutes to cook. Okay, as you can see, we have a nice thick gravy. And listen, look at this. If I try to break apart this chicken, it's already soft. Okay, this chicken is already nice and soft. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm actually gonna go in with my string beans. This is it over here. I actually just washed it and cut off the tips as mentioned before, and I've just put it in here like so. Now I'm also gonna add just a little bit of water to this as well, about a cup of water. All right, so I added the water simply because the gravy was looking a little bit thick, and I didn't want the chicken to cook in this and it dry up, and then the peas dry up and it's just a dry up mess. I don't want any of that. Okay, but if you look, you'll see the gravy is still pretty thick. Okay, I just added some water in it, so it's gonna take a little bit of time to thicken up again. But the green beans takes about 5 minutes to cook, nothing too long. So because this chicken needs another, I'd say about 5-10 minutes, this is why I decided to add the green beans to it now. Okay, now my granny used to do this all the time. I really love it. You know, the green beans cooked in that chicken sauce is something else. Anyways, I've checked it for salt. I didn't adjust it because the salt is fine. Put the lid on, give it 10 more minutes. So guys, it's been a total cook time of about 45-50 minutes, and my stew chicken is ready. My stew chicken with green beans. Look at how beautiful. This is looking so nice, eh? So nice. Nice stew chicken, nice bubble up going. Everything just look nice. See this piece over here? It's tempting me. Look at that. This piece is for you, my darlings. Next up, we're making some rice and lentils. This is the lentils that I'm using. Okay, and I'm adding about half cup of lentils. Okay, now I am gonna wash this out and then we're gonna put some water. Okay guys, so my lentils have been nicely rinsed. Okay, and I'm just gonna go in with about 3 to 4 cups of water. Okay, to that I'm gonna add some spring onions and some thyme, and you just want to put the lid on and allow the lentils to cook for about 15-20 minutes. Because of how tiny the lentil grains are, listen, this don't take no time to cook. Okay, keep your heat on low to medium, cover it up 15-20 minutes. I'm gonna come back and show you how it's looking. So guys, it's been about 15-20 minutes and my lentils, I think they're cooked. Okay, and all you want to do is to just take one lentil grain and just squeeze it in between your finger. Can you see, guys? Now you need to actually allow the lentil to cook before you start adding anything to it, simply because I find it takes longer to cook when you put a whole bunch of seasonings and stuff in there. So what I'm gonna put in first is my coconut milk. I'm actually using coconut cream, and this is basically coconut milk that was cold, so it just separated from the coconut water. Okay, you can just use about half a can of coconut milk, but this is just coconut milk that got cold. Okay, so, and then you want to go in with your salt. I'm adding about a teaspoon of salt. I'm also going to add some complete seasoning to that as well. I'm also adding a little of my all-purpose seasoning. Okay, so you don't need lots of seasonings for this. Okay, so allow the coconut milk to cook in there for about 5-10 minutes. So after my coconut milk has been boiling in my lentils for the past 10 minutes, okay, it is safe to go in now with our rice. Okay, and I'm cooking about 2.5 cups of rice. And you just want to stir that up. See, I love the way it looks. Okay, and you just want to allow that to boil on about low to medium heat. Okay, I need to allow it to come up to a boil, and then when the water starts to reduce, that's when we steam it. So not as yet. So as it's boiling, you just want to monitor it, because what I find with rice, the water level gets low very quickly as it absorbs. I'm also using basmati rice, just in case you're wondering. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, my water level has actually reduced quite a bit. Okay, and it's now time to steam. I love to turn the heat down on the lowest, and I go in with a little bit of foil underneath the lid, and I just allow that to steam for at least 10 minutes, and my rice will be perfectly cooked. Rice is all done. See? So guys, I also have just a little quick steam salad type of thing going on here, and it's just some broccoli, some carrots, and a little bit of purple cabbage. And all I do is to just put some water in there, and I just go in with a little bit of vegetable seasoning. Okay, this is the one I'm using. You can get it from Tesco for 79p. I really like this seasoning. So yeah, I just put it in there like so, nothing too much. And then I just pop the lid on and allow it to steam for at least 5 minutes, and my veggies will be ready. Guys, it actually looks really pretty as well. So guys, it's been steaming for the past 5 minutes and it's nicely ready. Okay, so all I do is literally just turn it off, drain the excess water, and we have some nice steamed veg. You know, nothing too... Now this is different to the traditional steamed veg where you saute it with oil and all that stuff. This one is just, you know, not much sauteing, no oil, anything, nice and fresh. Alright, so drain the water and set to one side. Next, we are gonna do some fried shrimp. So to season it up, very simple. All I do is to just go in with some Old Bay seasoning. Okay, just put some Old Bay on there like so. Now I have washed this with a bit of lemon juice. Okay, this is the Old Bay seasoning. I also want to go in with some black pepper. Okay, and that's about it, guys. So all you do is to just mix that up like so. Now you can choose to add salt to this. I don't want to add no salt to this. Okay, just mix it up. You just want to allow this to marinate for at least 5 minutes. Bear in mind, my shrimp was also deveined. Look at that, looking nice and juicy. And just set it to one side, and we're just gonna fry that up in a little bit of butter in a few minutes. 5 minutes to marinate. So guys, it's been about half an hour and time to fry our shrimp. I'm using this West Country butter, and I'm just putting a little piece in here like so. Okay, my heat is on the lowest. I just need it to melt so we can put that shrimp in. Yes, girl. Okay, you just want to allow that butter to melt everywhere. Okay, and keep the heat on low because we are frying that shrimp in that melted butter. Okay, so as soon as the butter is nicely melted, okay, keep your heat on low. We want to go in with those shrimp. Now, I actually don't know what I'm going to call this shrimp, to be honest. I don't know if I can call it Old Bay shrimp, to be very honest, because Old Bay was like the main seasoning ingredient. So, now this shrimp is only going to take about 3 to 4 minutes to cook according to the package instructions. So I'd say about 2 minutes on either side and it will be ready. So guys, it's been about 2 minutes. I'd say about 1.5 to 2 minutes on that side. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip it over. Okay, flip it over. Looking nice. Wait, look at that. This shrimp looks so juicy. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. Yes, girl. Woo, look at that. So just give it another minute and it will be ready. I cannot wait to have the... Oh my god, this looks so good. And after about 3-4 minutes, guys, we can remove those shrimp. Yes, darling. Don't want no overcooked shrimp on your hand. Like I always tell you people, that's not my style. That will never be my style. So we want to go ahead and remove it. Got my favorite plate. Whoa. Got my favorite plate over here. And you see those shrimp, they're not dry. You can see them looking so juicy. So nice. Yes. So, oh, yes, my darling. Yes. Yes, look at that. And what I will do is to take all that nice melted butter and just pour it back on the top like so. Oh, girl. Yes, my darling. Some nice old braised. Oh, lovely. Yes, my darlings. Woo. Look at that. I know you can see it. Yes, some delicious Old Bay shrimp. Oh my gosh. So juicy. So nice. Woo. Now, very, very important, we are gonna go ahead and make our plantains. And a lot of you always ask me what is the best plantain to fry. This one. You see the one that's literally starting to get all brown, black on the skin? Yes, that's the one that's nice and sweet. Okay, and you just want to go ahead and add it to the oil like so. Okay, and we need to flip some of them over, only some of them. Guys, this is the final result of all my cooking today. We have some stewed chicken with some green beans. We have some Old Bay shrimp over here. We have some lovely coconut rice and lentils. A little steamed veg, plantains, of course. That's everything, man. Got my beautiful avocado from Windrush Bay. It is nice and ripe. Woo. Nice.